Hey guys, IO Crypto Mining here. And so today I just kind of wanted to give like a market update and talk about how things are going right now, how my farm is doing profit wise and that kind of stuff. And then kind of, what I am seeing and kind of what my game plan is. So we've talked about this quite a bit, but I'm kind of showing you the numbers behind why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. So I have quite a few sheets here we'll kind of go through. And if you want these, I'm going to have them down below in the description. So you can download a copy, change a couple things that fit your farm, how many GPUs and that kind of stuff, and then use this for your own information, your own benefit. So I just updated the numbers. So here's right now what everything is profitability wise with my 9.5 cent power, and my power is actually lower than that. There's a reason why I have my GPUs at this price, but my power ends up being a little bit lower than that. So here is what we're looking at is the daily profit and the monthly profit. And so here's like the algorithms and that kind of stuff. So as you can see, actually Meowcoin's pretty damn close up there. So because that's pumping so hard right now, so that's actually way higher than it usually is. But yeah, as you can see, Radiant's really good. With the low power, and it's actually high profitability. And then my triple mining Ergo and Conflux are way up there as well. Now, Dynex is at the highest. I don't like Dynex. As King says, he thinks it's a rug pull. They have had so many problems with their wallets and stuff, and that kind of thing. I don't want to deal with it. I want something that I know I can mine, have it cash out, roughly a week at a time, and I'll be good to go. So, and as you can see, Nexa fell off. So I was on Nexa for the beginning of the month. My plan was to be on there, but it fell off so far that it's not worth it for me to be on there. It's not worth the extra $100, $150 that it loses being cheaper, having less profit. So I switched off of there after a couple of days. And yeah, so that's kind of what the market looks like right now. As you can see with this sheet, I have all the clocks, the power, the hash rate for all these algorithms on these cards that I own. So some of these might be a little off, but it's pretty damn close to where I'm getting pretty accurate numbers. And then we'll talk about the 50x and the 90x here in a second. So that's where I'm at. If you look at my ASICs, so here is the current profitability per 100 terahash. So it's 824, which is pretty good. It hasn't been that high for a while. So I have one of these EBITs. It's making $1.14 a day. And then I have this Avalon, which is making $3.20. And then I have my M30S Plus. And actually, because it's been hot here, I actually bumped it down to normal, so it didn't use so much wattage. And actually, I think it uses a little bit less wattage than this on average. That's what I've been seeing. And then at some point, I'll bump it down to low power rate when I add another ASIC into it. But yeah, so I'm making about $10 a day on this. I had two of these EBITs. I gave one to my son, so it's actually going to his wallet, so I don't get to use it. I still have to pay for it, but I don't get to cash it out. So that's where I'm at. I use 4 cents for my estimates on my my ASICs. My plan is tiered, so the first 5,000 kilowatt hours, I'm charged at a higher amount, which is roughly 10 cents. And then 5,000 to 8,000 kilowatt hours, it's a little less than 4. And then everything after 8,000 kilowatt hours, it's at or below 2 cents. So, and I'm using quite a bit more than that. So it ends up being around 5 cents total. So I use about 10 cents on the GPUs. I use 4 cents on the ASICs. So, and the more I use, it'll actually be closer and closer to the 4 cents overall. So, I'm lucky, I know. But yeah, so that's what I'm using, and you can change this. So you can, when you download this, you can go in there, you can add whatever ASICs you want, add in hash rate, add in power, change your power costs, and then kind of change what the Bitcoin per 100 terahash, or I'm sorry, 100 hash a day, what it gets you. It is 100 terahash. So just kind of look at that and change it. So yeah, here's the ASIC buying options I had before. It's me in there looking at it on my computer on my work. So yeah, here is just different ASICs and the ROIs and that kind of stuff. So you can go in there and add some, change it. Over here I have what the price is and what the rewards are right now, and then what electrical cost. So as you can see, if I buy a 96 terahash, less than a year, it pays it off. And these prices here, I'll go over this in a second, but that's pretty dang low, and I'll show you why in a second. But yeah, so kind of use this. I haven't showed off this yet, but this is a rig build cost sheet. It's not perfect. I'm not seeing, these are all stuff that I would buy, and so this is kind of more to keep myself in line. But I have a 6 GPU, just like a typical frame that you see all my rigs are on. Here's how much it costs per GPU to get it going. Here's an 8 GPU server motherboard frame. I used to know a frame, and I used to have one picked out, but I couldn't find it the other day when I was setting this up. But if I find one for, give or take $50, it's actually a little cheaper to make it this way and have a server GPU, so there's no risers or anything. So that's something to keep in mind. Here's your typical 8 GPU Octominer, or you get the R8 from GPU risers. So that's, there's a cost there, which has its benefits. And then here's a 12 GPU frame. So you actually use the GPU risers 12 GPU, and I have one of those, the white one that you see in my shed. And then actually these BioTB 360s, they're $50 on Amazon. So no matter what you're building, buy those and help buy 10 of them. Because if you're going to keep building GPU rigs, those are awesome. So actually, the 12 GPU is actually a little cheaper if you want to go that route. Make sure your power is what it is set up, but that's another route. So I have this rig build cost sheet. You kind of play with that or look at it. Nothing too special in there. Yeah. So what I was going to talk about with the ASICs, with these cheaper prices, I look at KaboomRacks. So this is the Google sheet that they update, not every day, but every couple of days, what's available. They also have a Telegram where they send out Telegram information with different stuff, and then they have this sheet that just has Bitcoin miners on it. The Telegram has all kinds of stuff on there that they're selling, but this is updated. You can see this was updated today, the 13th, when I was recording this. I like Endless Mining. I would buy from them and wouldn't think twice about it if their prices were good on something. So keep that in mind. And then Coastal Crypto, they've actually been making a little more headway, a little bit more post, more videos, that kind of stuff. So that'd be a good one. So yeah, those are the three, and that's the prices on their websites for all three of these is priced to the door. So like if you buy this for this price, that's to your door delivered. So yeah, the reason why I got these cheaper prices, $1,400 for 96 terahash Pro model, that's really good, and the 104. The why I got this is because they're actually selling these used 96 to 104s, so 1560 and 1390. So actually it changed it here in the last couple of days, but yeah, so there's those are the used prices. So if you're okay buying used, you pay it off a little sooner. If you don't, which is fine, you can buy one of their new models at 1710 or 1910, which is really good prices. And if you look at some of these other ones, they're in the same price range, but this is to the door, so that's what I've used before. But when I go to buy one, I'll double check all of these and make sure I get the cheapest price. But these are the three that I would be comfortable buying from and wouldn't think twice about. So yeah, that's where I'm getting those prices from. So when I said I was thinking about ASICs, I'm thinking about this right now. I'm hoping it's gonna be available in a couple weeks after I get my cooling situation figured out. But yeah, then heck, at the current state, you're paying it off in 270 days. Sign me up. Pay an ASIC off that quick. In a general term, you want your ASICs to last 3 years. So you can pay it off less than a year and have 2 years of profit. Even if it's less profit, it's still profit. Damn, go for it. Or pay it off, write it out for a while, and then sell it. You're in the green no matter how you do it. So there's options there. So that's really good. The other thing I've been batting around, I'm keeping an eye on, is the 50 HXs. So Panda did a huge video on it. He did a live stream on testing out the clocks and stuff, and that's what I have these clocks down here for. Are the 50 HXs that I took from his live stream, what he ended up getting, and here's profitability and that kind of stuff. He hasn't done the triple mining yet. I've been asking him, and he's been too busy going to McDonald's, so I haven't gotten the final numbers yet to see what triple mining looks like. But in general, they I mean, they're pretty good compared to the other coins. And right now they're 160, 150 bucks depending on how many you get. So it's this price times however many you want to buy, 6 of them or so, and then it's like $88, $100 shipping. So in the end, you can get 6 of them for just over $1,000, which is pretty good. So that's something to keep in mind. If you can get a full rig for $1,000, and then you add in one of these for another 500, you can build a full rig for 1,500 bucks, or 1,600 bucks. That's pretty good. So that's an option I'm also thinking of. So there's 1,600 bucks, or I buy 600 bucks in this. So that's what I've been debating. Because 3070s are 300, 350 a piece. So you buy 6 of those, you're already at 2,000. You haven't even built everything else. So it's something I'm keeping in mind. But yeah, that's just kind of looking at market wise, kind of what I have, what I'm thinking about. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, this sheet has the monthly profitability and that kind of stuff. But then I also have broken down with the GPUs and the triple mining. The profitability is all broken down in there and automatically added. I also have, which I spent a lot of time on, is these dual intensities. So when you're triple mining or double or dual mining, you can change these intensities, and so you actually get different profits and figure out which one's best. So I did it quite a bit for these. 7 is the best for conflux, and then ergo kaspa zil, it's actually 3 is the best. So I have that in there too. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I added Bitcoin in this one as well. So there's quite a bit of information in there. Take it, download it, use it, and see what works best for you. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for checking out the video today, and go from there. Have a good day.